All right, all right, all right. Hey guys, this is Tina Rhodey, aka the Divergent Mompreneur. Happy Freedom Friday to you. I want to ask you a question and then I want to tell you a little story. Do you know how powerful your subconscious mind is? I want to tell you a little story to give you a little insight on how powerful my subconscious is and where it goes and how it goes all over the place. So after I went to the doctor the first time after I broke my ankle, he gave me the cam boot and he started talking about how, excuse me, how eventually I would transition to a brace on my ankle. So I don't think it really sank in immediately because I remember asking my daughter, did he say to me, I'm going to have a brace on my ankle? Reason why, because the first thing that my subconscious thought was, I'm height challenged. So everything in my closet has either a platform or a stiletto heel. There is nothing in my closet that will fit with a brace. So that was the first thing on the subconscious mind. Okay, I got through that. Got home, got adjusted to the weight of the cam boot, which is heavy. If any of you have ever experienced it, you know what I'm talking about. But I adjusted to that. Then my mind started thinking about, my subconscious took me to, I don't know whether you know or not, but generally the way the subconscious mind works, when you hear something or you experience something, your subconscious will automatically connect it with something from your past or something that is familiar relating to whatever the issue is. So after I got through the shoe thing, which I'm still not entirely over because, flats just, I can count on one hand how many pairs of those I have. But the next thought that came to mind was I just kept having this vision. I kept having this vision of being like Forrest Gump running down the street and having my brace fall off. It was like I was traumatized, traumatized first by just hearing about a brace. And then I immediately connected Forrest Gump and brace. Okay. So, I got through that. Now I know technology has come a long way since those days. I realize that and I know that. But when I went to the doctor, I went recently and he gave me the brace. It was in no way what I was expecting. Now, by this time, of course, I wasn't expecting a Forrest Gump, but I wasn't expecting what I got either. Now, like I said, some of you may be familiar with what the cam boot looks like, some of you may not. But when I went to the doctor and he gives me this brace, he walks in with this little box in his hand and I'm like, and then he pulls it out the box and he proceeds to explain to me how to put it on because I went to the doctor earlier than I had intentionally thought I would get the brace. So I didn't take, the extra shoe with me to be able to walk out with the brace on my foot. So I ended up leaving with it in my hand. Well, when the doctor pulled this brace out of the box and he proceeds to, put it on my foot, show me how to put it on and how to strap it and this, that, and the other. I know he's the professional, but I'm sitting there looking at him like he's got four heads because I'm like, okay, so this is what I'm going to have. I wasn't too sure about how this thing was going to work. Now, let me show you what I'm talking about. So the cam boot is this. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's the bottom of it. And then it goes all the way up to the knee, right? So of course that is something that's secure. I wasn't worrying about, bumping it on anything or feeling any pain if I did, because I knew that it was secure all around. So now my brace that I now have, I go to the doctor, like I said, he pulls it out of this box, which I was able to carry out in my hand. The brace looks like this. Okay, which basically, I'm looking at it and I'm saying to myself now, okay, what kind of security is that thing supposed to give me? Because that's two pieces of plastic with some Velcro wrapped around it. I wasn't too sure, again, my subconscious mind started thinking, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. But in the end, I was wrong. I got home. It took me, I want to say about 6-7 hours before I actually put it on because, like I said, I just wasn't, I don't know. I didn't feel like that thing was going to do me any good because I'm going from big security all around, up and down to, two little pieces of plastic. But anyway, I put it on. I had to take the string out of my sneaker to get my foot in, but that's another whole story. I put it on and I started walking around with it and I was like, okay, so this is not as bad as I thought. and it's working out pretty well. So my message is, your subconscious mind is very, very powerful. Okay. Whatever you think can happen will happen. Okay. Same works in the opposite. If you think you can't, then you can't, because you're already telling yourself, I can't do this, I can't do this, I can't do this. It's kind of like I discussed with you in one of my other videos when I talked about, saying the two phrases, you can do it and do it now, and I came down the stairs for the first time in 2 months. But basically what I'm saying is, feed your subconscious mind with positive and always have positive thoughts. So this way, if you should end up in a situation where, you break something and you get a cam boot, and then you go to, I don't even know the official medical terminology of what my current brace is, but to me, like I said, it looked like two pieces of plastic, and it came it came with this little tube, that I could use to inflate it more if I needed air, but I'd have to blow in the tube myself. So needless to say, that's still wrapped in the plastic. But anyway, feed your subconscious mind with positive. Never think you can't do it, because you can. Always, always, always say to yourself, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. So that this way, when you conquer whatever might look to you as a challenge, you already have the right thoughts that'll get you through it, to know that you can do it. Okay. And again, as I've said before, feed your mind with positivity, whether it be audios that you listen to, books that you read, the people that you surround yourself with is very important as well, because, you take in what they're talking about, and what they feed out, what they're putting out, you're taking in, and vice versa. So if you surround yourself with the right people, positive thoughts, positive energy, it tends to lead your subconscious to more positive things, other than, I mean, sometimes you just can't avoid it, because these things was like, okay, this is my first time ever breaking anything. So I didn't know what to expect, but I can definitely tell you, when I went to the doctor and I got this brace, I was not expecting what I received. Powerful, powerful subconscious mind that you have, and you have to control it by feeding it with positive thoughts on a daily basis. So that's my message for today. Always, 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 positivity is a must in your life, regardless of whatever situation you are in right now. I'm Tina Rohde, aka The Divergent Mompreneur. Happy Freedom Friday again. Make it a great day, and I'll see you soon.